Hello, hello. Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday to you. How are you?
Great. It's a hump day, right?
Yeah.
Keeping track. This is helping me keep track of the days.
Yeah. I lose track of like throughout the day. Sometimes I'm like, what day is it today? Just trying to like maintain. I mean, isn't it interesting how once you're off of a routine, you lose track? It's like being on vacation that's not ending. But anyhow.
Yeah.
So today we're going to talk about some of our own personal practices that we have that helps us maintain a good immune system and helps us just to kind of in the norm of our lives. We have these practices, and now we really recognize that these are really helpful. And I mean, it would be really cool if when people watch this, they give us some of the tips that they use to make a good immune system and immune health. So I know that you are really into, you have some really great practices just in the norm of your life that's really helpful to you right now.
Yeah, absolutely. So I know immune boosting right now I've been doing it for quite some time, especially during chemotherapy. I was constantly taking things to boost my immune system. And so I'm doubling up on a lot of that stuff now. One of the things that I know we talked about, and you have something similar, is I always have a jar of turmeric root, ginger root, garlic, and apple cider vinegar in a food processor, and then I put it all in a jar and leave it in my fridge. And then every morning on an empty stomach before anything else, having that, like a tablespoon of that with warm water and lemon, is so beneficial. And you can always add a little bit of honey if it's like too bitter for you. I've gotten used to the taste at that point, but all those are just huge for immune boosting. And sometimes like I'll put that in my food, even that when we're cooking. Actually, everything we cook, we put at least a couple tablespoons of that in there too. And just having that, having these things that are really beneficial for us more regularly, I feel like is one of the ones that I would, definitely recommend.
Yeah, and I make turmeric, ginger, lemon, water, and I put it in the fridge. And then I basically fill up my little water container, and then it becomes room temperature, and I just kind of drink it throughout the day. Right. Sometimes, you have to get used to the taste of these things, right?
Yeah.
And so for example, I don't really like too much sweet drinks. Like I prefer savory tasting drinks, so I don't mind. But I know that like a friend of mine, she always puts honey when I offer her, a glass of my drink. Like, do you have some honey? And I'm like, yeah, I do. And honey is good too, right? But another thing that I find myself doing these days a lot more is I'm drinking a lot of herbal tea. Like my herbal tea shelf is normally really full, and I notice like that it's going down. Yeah, and one of the things that I do is like I use the same tea bag over and over and over for 3-4 hours. I just keep filling warm water. It doesn't even have to be boiling hot water, and and I just drink it. And then it seems like these days I'm drinking 2 or 3 herbal teas, right? Mm-hmm. But all day long I just kind of keep just refilling my cup. Like I have one going on right now. But this cup will keep getting refilled, and that's another thing that I'm doing. I know you mentioned that you had read someplace we're not supposed to be drinking a lot of cold stuff, and that's something else that I'm just not in. Like I don't drink a lot of cold stuff. I don't like to drink. I like room temperature stuff or warm or hot stuff. So
yeah, I always ask for no ice whenever we go to restaurants. I'm like, no ice, please.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah,
so I hope this is helpful because I mean, these are some of the things that we do, and I think when you start your day, and I'm sorry I just interrupted you.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine.
When you start your day with a healthy practice, you have a tendency to carry that on for the rest of the day.
Absolutely.
So I love that you said, you know, you do that in the morning. I drink like a whole big thing of water in the morning before I drink anything else, right?
Which is awesome too. That's huge for our health. And I mean, that's a practice that I've taken on, you know, for a long time as well, the water in the mornings.
Yeah. And I mean, and it's easy when it's room temperature. I know I've learned that drinking, like chucking it is really difficult. If I have a straw, it's much easier. And I just like, I don't know, I think it's like 3-4 cups. I just like, you know,
Yeah.
fill my body with a lot of water before I do anything else. And it's something that I notice the days that I forget to do it, for whatever reason I don't do it, my body is responding a little bit different. So these are all the practices, you know, that mentality of if you nourish your body will then take care of you.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, totally. And, you know, with the water thing, again, it's like our bodies are, I've heard different stats, but anywhere from like 67% to 75% water. So it actually helps flush out anything that is there, you know, whether it is, you know, virus related or anything really, any bacteria, germs, other things that are out there as well. And I think it's a huge part. And then again, you know, the whole herbal tea, I also been having a lot of green tea, and green tea has antioxidants. Matcha and green tea, they also have antioxidants, which are really great right now, right? And then on top of that, it's okay to have, like you were saying, it's okay to, you know, since we can't go out and get the produce and whatnot, it's okay to have the supplements. It's okay to double up on, I mean, I'm tripling up on vitamin C's and zinc, and, you know, recently got elderberry syrup from Amazon delivered to us. So having that on a daily basis, I, you know, use this nutrition system that literally I'm doubling up on everything just to make sure my immune system is the strongest it can possibly be, you know, just in case, you know, just in case that if I do end up getting it close to, you know, someone with coronavirus, and I know my body can like battle it, right?
Sure.
Because that's important right now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. All of these small practices that we have actually, I think, help us in the long run in great and grand scale. So, I mean,
creating these habits, right? That's what I love about this time. We're creating health first habits right now. Anyhow, this is great.
And super bored, but you know, at least you know we're paying attention to some things. I'm starting to get very bored these days, and recognizing it is really important.
I haven't hit the board on stay yet.
Oh, good. That's good.
So I don't know. We'll see.
I think the reason is because you're much more accustomed to working from home than I am. So I'm hitting that. I'm really missing the office these days.
Yeah, I can imagine that. And I think that goes for so many people too.
Yeah.
So totally.
All right. I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Have a good day. Be safe and healthy. Bye.
You too. Bye.